Association with the Riyadh season, joined by Stanislav. How are you, my man? And Dima, yeah, you're going to be doing the translating for us 24 hours after what happened. I've got to ask you, first of all, how are you? Because yesterday you became viral on the internet.
Вчора ти
Are you okay?
у всьому інтернету був, як ти себе чувствуєш? Після 24 годин.
Так, все добре, дякую, слава Богу. Я переживаю як Джон Ф'юрі, чи в нього все добре. Я більше за нього переживаю, ніж за себе. У мене все в порядку, дякую.
All good, thank God, all good. I'm more worrying about John Fury rather than I am.
So when you say you're worried about John Fury, what you're worried about? Like, why is he worried about John?
Чому ти думаєш, що він був?
Там, я бачив, що він сильна кровотеча. Думаю, що в нього все нормально, тим паче вік.
I saw his head was bleeding, so that's why I'm like worrying about him.
Okay. So obviously, just you can see that you've got some, I don't know if there's stitches or some glue. What kind of, did you go to the hospital or anything like that?
Тебе ми бачимо шви, ти був у лікарні чи що з тобою?
Наш хлопець з команди, друг мій Коля, допоміг.
Our team member just helped us. I was not in the hospital or something like that.
I'm guessing you must have had loads of family and friends ring you yesterday saying you're all over the internet. How was that to deal with?
Вчора до тебе, напевно, всі дзвонили, писали, як ти, що ти, як ти взагалі по цьому поводу себе відчуваєш?
Дякую всім, хто до мене написав, хто турбується про моє здоров'я. Передаю всім вітання своєму сину Серафіму і своїй коханій дружині Анні.
Yeah, a lot of people messaged me. Thanks everybody for supporting, for messaging me, for asking me how I am and so on. And hi for my son Seraphim and for my wife.
Ані, так, дружині.
Yeah, that's it.
I've got to ask you, Stanislav, how old are you? Because everybody seems to think that you're like 18 years old or 15 years old because they're saying John Fury assaulted a young boy, but you're obviously not. So can you tell us how old you are?
Yes, I have 30.
30 years old.
So you're 30 years old. Still probably, I think you're half the age of John. So just tell me, when you went back to the hotel last night, you know, what was the plan? Because I understand John's apologized. He did a video yesterday. Did you watch that video? What did you think of it?
Вчора повернулись в готель. Що було? Бо тому що ми бачили відео, що Джон вибачався там. Що ти про це думаєш?
Та було цікаво за цим всім спостерігати. Багато уваги. Все добре. Мені було цікаво читати коментарі. Дякую вболівальникам Великобританії за підтримку. Дуже багато людей мені також виразили свою підтримку.
It was pretty interesting to follow all the news. I was forced everywhere, you know. I went viral. And thanks everybody for the support.
What did you think of the video where John was apologizing about the situation? I don't know if it was a direct apology to you, but he was apologizing for what happened. What did you make of that?
Що думаєш про відео з його вибаченнями, що він там вибачався? Він не знає, він каже, що він не знає, чи це він там перед тобою, чи перед з ким. Ну, ти бачив це відео?
Я бачив тільки відео, де він вибачався перед королем, по-моєму, Саудівської Аравії. Це відео бачив.
I saw the video where he apologized in front of people, Saudi Arabian people, not for me. So
those are the words of the famous victim of John Fury. Now we have a lot to unpack, a lot to counterpunch. First, I thought he was 15. He's 30. He did say his wife and kids. I'm like, wife and kids? How old is this guy? 30 years old. He's just small. So that can be deceiving. However, in the defense of the guy that is small, he's still small, regardless if he was 100 years old. John Fury did, you know, choose that guy or whatever. Let's put it this way. John Fury happened to headbutt the smallest guy. I think that's best to say, you know. But the way he talked, he was worried more about John Fury than himself. And it just shows you how people's mindset is. You know, over here in the US of A, you know, we would be thinking lawsuit, victim, lawsuit, money, silver court, lawsuit, USA, UC, anybody, USA, right? Not him. I didn't go to the hospital, no stitches, none of that, you know. Hell, I'm thankful for the viralness. You know what I mean? People were calling me that ain't called me in years. You know what I mean? So, no, I mean, in the grand scheme of it, I mean, it could have been worse based on the reaction. And you know what they say. 90% of what happens depends on how people act to it. 10% is actually what happened, right? Okay, this is the same for this guy. No harm, no foul. He got a little nick on his, head. It wasn't nothing to John Fury. It should have went the way it's supposed to go anyway, because nobody told John Fury to headbutt anybody, okay? Like he did that particular young man. Obviously, his skull was a lot harder than John's big-ass 10-pound ham head, okay? And that's what he did. He suffered the consequences, So, no, I don't really feel bad about that at all. I think, this was a scuffle between the group, and the ringleader was John Fury. Now, I did not know that he apologized, but I think John Fury apologized for the people that may look at that and say, you know what, Tyson, you need to settle your dad's ass down. And then Tyson told his dad, hey, you need to settle your ass down. So I think that was for the Ala Sheiks and those guys. That's what I think that was for, the Saudis. I don't think that was just for Team Usyk or the guy that he headbutt intentionally. All right, so no, that didn't happen. So let's cut that shit out right now. But nonetheless, no harm, no foul. I will say this. John Fury does come off like a fucking bully. He comes off like a bully. I mean, you just got to lay it all out and make people understand how you feel. Let's just call it how it is. You pick the smallest guy. Not Alex Krusuk, not Igor Klimas, the Lithuanian St. Don. None of those guys were big as shit or bigger. He didn't do that. Here's a little small Dalsa. Bat! That's what we had. So, keep that in mind. Could it be a coincidence? Yeah, it could. But more than likely, it ain't. You guys tell me what you think of the headbutt victim from the Ukraine on Team Usyk and how he handled it, what he had to say. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!